ConvoCourses podcast. Today, what we're going to be doing, it's going to be a quick session. I got a couple of resumes people have sent me, and what I normally do is I take the resumes and I try to convert it and show techniques, talk to you about techniques that I use to get my resume listed, viewed, and marketable. So that's what we're going to talk about here. So right now, I'm looking at a resume from, I've changed the names to protect the innocent. This one's from an Alex Manson, not the real name. And they're in Virginia. And Virginia, just so you know, is a very hot place to get jobs. If you didn't know that. It's IT and cybersecurity in particular, because there's so many government jobs here. So if you are in the Washington, D.C., Virginia, that area is super hot for IT jobs. There's lots of contracts, federal jobs, state jobs, just a ton of jobs, particularly for cybersecurity. This first resume we're looking at, they asked me to review it, and they said they're trying to get an entry level position in IT. Now, they do have some IT experience. What I'm looking at here is at the very top, Alex, they have their name and everything. Now, what I normally do at the very top is I'll put my best qualifications. Like if I have a security plus, I'll put it up there. If I am a security analyst, I'll put it up there. If I have a CAP course, whatever certification I have, if I have a master's degree, I'll put it up there. Anything like that, you want to put it right up the top with your name, because that's your hardest hitting item. That's going to be right in the title. Next line, I normally put some kind of way for them to contact me. Now, what Alex has is the address, their local address, they have their phone number, and then they have their email, and then they have a LinkedIn account. That's great. That's fine. What some people normally have right after that is like a kind of an executive summary that breaks down all their top things, and that's fine. You can do that. That's very useful in things like LinkedIn. In this case, they don't have one, and that's cool. They have a qualifications profile, and that works as well. And up top here, they have graduate level student, emerging leader in cybersecurity technology. So what I would put, if you're a graduate student, just go ahead and put your master's degree right on the top is what I would put under, because qualifications, this is a great opportunity to use lots of keywords here. So that's what I personally would do. I'm just going to go ahead and take liberties with this document here. I don't want to keep this too high level. I want to start right away with some keywords. So what we're going to do is, as we go through this resume, we're going to put the keywords right up top. Now, I don't have any right now because this is the first time I've actually reviewed. I kind of scanned through it one time. But what I want to do is, as we go through, I'll put some of the top things that they've done in the very top of the under qualifications profile. All right, let's start with the next line. They have core technologies. I'm going to delete this because I don't feel like this is effective. It has core technologies and it has software, and it has Apple, Mac OS X, Google, Android OS. I don't feel like that's super solid, and we can put this under qualifications right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this OS X and all that kind of stuff and put it in. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna put it up top here as one of the things that we are proficient in. I'll say proficient in the following, and then it lists Apple, Mac OS X, Google Android, Linux, and others. Now, I will put the type of Linux. Like if you're proficient at a specific kind of Linux, let's say that they were proficient in Red Hat Enterprise Linux, I'd put that. Or if it's Ubuntu, whatever it is, I would put it right up top, because this is a keyword. You want to be very specific. So for now, let me see, what else do we have? They said IT support, data connectivity, troubleshooting, desktop troubleshooting. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So it looks like they're have some experience doing troubleshooting. So we're going to put right here under qualification profile, and the bullets are kind of mismatched, but we'll fix that later. Right now, we just want to get the content in there. So I'm going to go ahead and say data connectivity. Okay, data connectivity is not a good keyword. Let's say desktop support, desktop, and let's say desktop / laptop support and troubleshooting. Customer support and troubleshooting. Let's say desktop and laptop customer support. I'm pulling from the stuff that they had in core technologies and putting them in qualification profiles. That's what I'm doing, so that we can have one place where those keywords are. Desktop, laptop, customer service, troubleshooting. And now the reason why I'm doing this is because we do want these keywords. We're focusing in on an entry level help desk or customer service type position, because that's what it looks like this resume has. I'm going to delete these right here so it's not redundant. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and change the bullets here. Bullets, boom. Okay, now they're consistent. Then the next line, they said they have education. This is great. And they have a master's degree in computer security from University of Maryland College. This is awesome. So this right here is a pretty big deal. I would go ahead and put it. You could actually put this right here, MS. That means master's degree in science. And then under that they have certifications. They have Security Plus, Network Plus, and CAP in progress. And that's fine. CAP. And then I would be more specific with this. I'd say ISC CAP, ISC2 CAP in progress. Now, one thing to note is that ISC2 CAP is not a great certification. It's not highly marketable. There's a couple that are very highly marketable. CAP is not one of them, unless you're specifically going for risk management framework, specifically in NIST. So yeah, if you're going for that, then CAP, ISC2 CAP, yeah, it can be a very good certification to get. So that's that. Let's keep going here. They have professional, next line, professional experience, and this is where they get into what they have done. Now, they said that they worked in Embassy of Ghana, Washington, D.C. That's a very prestigious place to work. And they said IT support specialist, 2015 to present, great. And now what they want to put here, and they only have 2 bullets. This is not good. What you want to have is at least, you want to have at least 6 or more. You don't, just 2 is not good enough. I would say probably 10 would be the most optimal that you want to get to show how much you've done. Now, I know this person, if they've been working there since 2015, that's a long time. It's 5 years. That's great, solid experience. They want to put more stuff here. All right. So all they have is performs computer technical support via phone, remote, desktop, and in person. Okay, this is very. It's not that great. Okay, applies robust network troubleshooting skills. Now, see, that's great skills to have, but we've gotta explain, like, what did we do? We need to have impact. We need to show action, what we did, and the impact to the organization. So let me just demonstrate. So in this first bullet, they say performs computer technical support. Okay. They said via phone. All right. And remote, desktop, and in person. All right. So this is like 3 different things here. So remote desktop. We can break this up into another bullet. All right. So performs computer technical support. Let's say this is okay. Keyword here. Let me show you how I find keywords. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to link. You can go to LinkedIn. You can go to Indeed.com, wherever, and you're gonna find a flood of great keywords. So this person is looking for like a support technician type job, computer support technician. So I'm in Indeed.com and I'm typing computer support technician. Now, excuse me, as I start typing this, keywords are popping up, and I want to pay special attention to the keywords. I'm going to go ahead and click on computer support technician. Okay, the location doesn't matter, but since they are in Virginia, I'm just going to go ahead and change it from Colorado to Virginia. Did they say, was it Virginia? I'm pretty sure it was Virginia. Virginia. One of the top spots for IT security jobs. Look at that. IT help desk. Let's look at this first one here. Let's see what this has going on. Let's look at what they're looking for, what kind of keywords. And this is just rich with keywords. Experience with help desk ticketing system. All right, we want to put something like that in there. All right, so this is a good one. Let's go back to Alex's resume here, and we want to put something like this: help desk ticketing. Let's get a couple more keywords here. This is not, that one's not the greatest. Let's see. Experience working with Microsoft OS, VPN connectivity, remote support. Now they just said this in their resume, so we want to keep some of these keywords. All right, so let's keep this keyword right here. You see what I'm doing? What I'm doing is I'm going on an actual job description. I'm grabbing keywords. This is stuff that employers actually want. This is stuff that you'll see repeated over and over again as you go to IT help desk technician type positions. They want this type of thing. They're specifically stating what they want here. All right, so we want to put that in our resume. Now this one's pretty thin, so let's keep going here. Here's another computer technician. Let me just grab the keyword we just had here. We're gonna put it in there. This is kind of a placeholder for now, just to grab more keywords. Okay, now I'm in the next item here is help desk technician on Indeed.com. This is in Alexandria, Virginia, for a job between $40,000 and $80,000 a year. They pay pretty good over there, but its cost of living is pretty high. All right, so they're looking for certifications, education, bachelor's degree or higher. So this person, Alex, already has that. Certifications, you're looking at CompTIA A+, Security Plus. They already have that. MCSE, they don't have that. That's pretty high. That's pretty high level. But they're saying that that's preferred, not required. But we're looking for keywords. We're not looking to necessarily apply for this particular job right now. They're saying position description is SPN Solution. That's SPN as the title of the company. Is seeking to hire a help desk technician tier 1 and 2. That's a keyword. To provide end users customer support daily. Boom. Let's grab that. See what I'm doing here? I'm just gathering keywords. We're just looking for wording. We're not trying to lie on a resume or anything like that. But the language that they use is key, because these are the kinds of things that they use. This is what they search for. When the technical recruiter is on LinkedIn or wherever, they're gonna do this. I'm in Indeed right now, and they're gonna go. I'm in LinkedIn, and I'm in the search, and they'll do something like this. I'm gonna type in help desk technician. This is what they do. Right? They're looking for, their client told them, hey, we need a help desk technician in Virginia. Help desk technician. I'm going to type in Virginia. I just spelled Virginia wrong. There. Keyword help me out there. And then they're going to look through all the resumes on LinkedIn. So I've got some resumes that popped up here. And so Alex, what they want to do is get their resume so that it pops up in these searches. Now, right now, Alex doesn't even mention that he's a help desk technician. So you want to have that keyword. See that keyword here? Keyword, help desk technician specialist, right? So we want to have these keywords pop up we want to pop up in these search results. So that's why the words are key. So that's why I'm going through and type and trying to figure out what language are they using here. They're using keywords like help desk specialist, help desk technician. You want to pay attention to the spacing between help and desk. Things like that matter, because when they search, these are the things that they're going to be looking. That's going to help you to rank your resume, because your ranking of your resume is important. Okay, now I'm back on Alex's resume, and I'm under IT support specialist. All right, so that's the title of the job. So you could turn this into help desk specialist, but IT support specialist is a keyword in and of itself. So let's just keep that the way it is, and we're going to go to the first bullet. Performs computer technician support via phone. Okay, how can we reword this to show the action and the impact? So this is actually not bad, because we did see that people were using, hey, we want you to be able to do support technician over the phone. Somebody did see that as we were going through that. Okay, so we're going to say support performs customer support. Okay, customer computer technician perform. You know what? Better yet, let's do this. Performs help desk technician. So there's our keyword right there, help desk. We slipped that in there. Help. Are we lying? No, this is exactly what we did. We're just using the same language that they're looking for on LinkedIn and on Indeed and all the other sites. Performs help desk technician tasks such as tasks daily. Performs help desk technician tasks daily for the organization. We could say that. That's pretty broad. Help desk technician task daily. Yeah, for the organization. Let's say using help desk ticketing system. Now, if you don't have a ticketing system and that's not what you do, then you don't want to put that in there. And then if you know the type that they use, let's say they use Remedy. Remedy is a help desk ticketing system. Remedy. Whatever one that they use, then you want to put it in there. If it's what's the other one? ServiceNow. Whatever you use, put it in there, because these are keywords. Remedy is a keyword. ServiceNow is a keyword. I mean, the thing is, these are marketable skills. Like the fact that you know how to use this ticketing system is important. And then, so we've got how many keywords? We got help desk technician. We got that twice. We got ticketing system. We got Remedy. We got service desk. You see what I'm doing here? I'm putting as many keywords in one sentence as possible. Now, another thing you can do that I do on my resume from time to time is put the impact to the organization. Now, what's the impact to us doing help desk technician stuff daily and using the ticketing system? Assists a key player. No, a key player in. What I want to say is in staying ahead of the workload, something like that. In managing, let's say key player in key player. No, not key player. We need a bit better word than that. Manage. Let's say helping to manage large workload of the of the embassy. I don't know. Whatever the, okay, it said this embassy of Ghana, so embassy. Large workload of the embassy. There we go. Okay, that's the impact to the organization. So that's one sentence that has tons of keywords and everything. All right, we're gonna do one more. I think you get the idea of what we did. So what we did was first off, we want to have at least like 10 different things. And if you were working there, Alex been working there 10 years, they can fill this out easily. They can list all the things they're going to do. Now, let's say they can't figure out like, well, what can I put in there? Like what things can I put in there? You can go to dip into the well. The well is indeed.com. You know, the well is linkedin.com. It has plenty of things that you can kind of go into other people's resume and say and read through it. Let me show you. So right now I'm in LinkedIn, and I'm looking at a person named Alan Poe's resume, and they live in Washington D.C. And I'm looking at their resume, and it's pretty thin. I'm not seeing a lot of stuff here, but I'm gonna click on one of these. No, this is not the right resume. This is not filled out. This is not good. Not a good resume on LinkedIn. I'm gonna go to the next person, Nelson's resume. And he's a help desk person. So this person does what I do. So this is great. So now I'm looking at all the stuff they've done. Look at this. Tier 2 service desk specialist. And they said items that they did, unpack appropriate CPU, hardware, software, and then installs each at default. Now this is not great wording, but the idea here is to pick things from here that you've done too, so you can get the wording, you can get the type of stuff that they've done. Like, let me see if there's a good one. Researches hardware and software literature to keep abreast on new products and services. Okay, that's okay. Work with lead technicians on difficult problems and configurations. So that has promise. But you get the idea. Like, what you're doing is trying to figure out, okay, the things that this person did that I also did, and you can use those on your resume and reword it, of course. So that's the kind of stuff that you can do on your resume. And you want to have at least 10 items here. You don't want to have no 2 items that are weak with no keywords. You want to really fill this out. So I only did the one here. Actually, let's do one more. They said VPN connectivity. I believe what Alex said was remote desktop and in person. So remote desktop is where you are a help desk person or a customer support, and you remotely log into their computer to figure out what the problem is. Like, a lot of people don't know how to do that. So that's actually a very marketable skill. It's very, very good. But you want to be more specific. You want to say something like performs troubleshooting. That's a keyword. Troubleshooting on client. Let's say customer. That's a better word. Customer laptops by remote desktop service, and we could put RDP via VPN. This is showing that we know what remote desktop is. We use this kind of protocol to do it. This is also a keyword, key phrase, key acronym. Via VPN, that's also a key acronym. VPN connectivity and remote support. We already talked about the phone stuff. Well, we could put over the phone. Okay. Here's how we'll do it. Performs troubleshooting on customer laptops by remote desktop service, RDP, via VPN connectivity and remote support. Wait, no, that's redundant. Let's get rid of remote support. connectivity while working, talking to clients over the phone. While talking to clients while performing customer service. Performing customer service over the phone. Okay, it's a little redundant in the sentence structure, but you get the idea. Performs troubleshooting on customer laptops by remote desktop services, RDP via VPN connectivity while talking. Oh my God. Performing while performing customer service over the phone. Let's see. The impact is, let's say, assisted hundreds of people immigrating to the USA, something like that. I don't know the exact what's going on, but I'm just trying to get you to see like what you can do. Now, if we want to get more keywords in here, now we got a few. We got remote desktop, we've got VPN, we got customer service over the phone, stuff like that. That's great. But if we wanted to get more, we dip into the well. I'm gonna go to Indeed.com. If I put remote desktop, let me see. Actually, we can just keep it the way it is. We typed in customer support. We've got IT help desk right here. I actually saw one here. Let's go to, I'm in help desk technician, and I'm looking at, look at this. By the way, remedy. Look at that. See that right there? Remedy, desktop support. These are all keywords. Troubleshooting. See how I'm just going through and just getting all these keywords? You get much more. Active Directory. If you have experience with Active Directory, you want to put that in there. This is all, every keyword is money. Okay, I hope that you see that. When you put the keywords in there, more technical recruiters, more companies, more federal agencies, and different recruiters are going to see those things. They're going to search out, hey, we really need a help desk technician who has Active Directory experience. They're going to type that into the search engine, and they're going to find you if you have that keyword in there. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, back to our trail here. I'm looking for something that talks about remote desktop to get more keywords in there, because a lot of people do this. RDP, no. Remote, let's say remote access, via remote access. That might be a better keyword. Remote. I'm seeing a lot of remotes on this page. What I did was I'm starting to search, typed in remote support over the phone. Remote. I'm trying to use their language. I don't want to just wing it and use my own language. I want to use their language, the language that all these people are using, all these employers are using. Very, very important. See remote access, remote support. Let's say, okay, let's just type this in. Remote support is what I'm typing here now to see if we can find more keywords here. Remote support, address, solve problem tickets. Okay, well, I found something in here. Let's see. I'm gonna type in remote here. Remote support, tier 1. This is also a great keyword, tier 1, that I'm gonna put in the resume. Remote desktop support. Okay, it looks like it's remote desktop support. Remote desktop Nope. How about remote support? What's the most common thing they use? Remote support. Remote support seems to be the most common, so that's what we're going to use. So now I'm back on the resume, and I'm looking at remote desktop support. Okay, we're going to say, instead of remote desktop service, RDP, we're going to say remote support. Laptops by remote support. We'll just say remote support RDP via VPN connectivity. And let's see, is VPN even RDP a keyword? Let me see, RDP. That's normally what you use when you do remote stuff. So that's why I said RDP. I know that's most organizations I've been to, that's what they use. But there's many different kinds, so there's other things you can do. It's a pretty common, yeah, there it is, VPN RDP. See that? See that right there? Remote access technologies. Remote access technologies. Is that a keyword? Let me see. I'm just going to go ahead and say remote. Come on, man. Remote. Okay, there we go. Remote access. No, I only see one. Yeah, it's only one there. So RDP. Yeah, I'm seeing RDP being used all over the place here. VPN, I'm sure that's used. Okay, that's one time. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm searching the page for frequency of use, and I'm trying to maximize my keywords here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Assisting hundreds of people immigrating to the US using remote access technologies. I'm using as many RDP, remote support, remote access technologies, remote, we're going to put in remote desktop services. So let me read the whole sentence. Performs troubleshooting on customer laptops by remote support RDP via VPN connectivity while performing customer service over the phone, assisting hundreds of people immigrating to the USA using remote access technologies, and then in parentheses I said remote desktop services. So you can see I'm just stuffing this thing with keywords, and you can just keep going. You just keep on putting more and more keywords as you study. Like, that's the kind of detail and time you need to spend on each sentence to pack it with keywords, because you want to be one of the people who shows up when a technical recruiter says, okay, help desk. You want to be the person that pops up. The people like this guy and this guy, people are popping up, but it's because they have help desk technician all over their resume. That's what you want to do. Like, if that's what you're trying to do, you're trying to get an entry level position, you're trying to be a risk management framework, ISO, information system security officer, you need to put that in your resume as many times as possible, because then your stuff is going to come up. And you don't want to have just 2 bullets. Like in this next one, Alex has just 2 bullets. That's not good. That's not good. It's not good enough. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'm going to go ahead and help Alex out and put more examples here, but I'll do that offline for you. If there's any questions that you guys have, we've been talking for about 35 minutes. Any questions whatsoever, I can answer them right now. But if none, I am going to hang this one up, and maybe next week we'll talk about this other resume that I got, and we'll walk through this one. I'm seeing just off the bat, seeing some things that we could change, things that we could fix, make better, and fix this one. Let me see. Can I do anything right now? Let me see. I'm looking at another resume someone gave me, and it's from a Kevin K. I guess I could touch on this one real quick. This is kind of a different a different flavor here where the person, they do have some IT, or do they? Let me see. I don't seem to have a lot. The other one was really an IT professional. This person says they have a bachelor's degree in science from computer and cybersecurity management. They're saying that they have certificate. Okay. All right. So here. All right. So let me start from the top. I'm seeing some issues with this. First off, it's Kevin K. Right now, if they have any kind of master's degree or anything like that, you want to put it on top. Any certification, they don't have any of that, so we'll just leave it blank. Just Kevin, just your name. And then they have the address, they have their phone number, they have their email here, and then right after that they have education. They skipped the whole qualification profile. They skipped the about, they skipped the executive summary, and that's fine. Now, normally you want to write something because LinkedIn and Indeed and all these other ones, sometimes they'll ask you for like a little summary. So you want to have it written somewhere that you can just copy and paste it into LinkedIn or whatever. Which, by the way, this is the name of the game, is to get a hot resume. Hot resume meaning it has keywords. You're speaking their language. You're putting things in there that they want to see. And then you upload it to LinkedIn, to Dice, to Monster, to everywhere, right? But it has to be a good resume first. You don't want to just start uploading a crappy resume because you're just not going to get any hits. All right, so again, we're on the education. They said they went to Jay College of Criminal Justice. They got a bachelor's degree in science and cyber security management. That's cool. Okay. And then certification. Okay, here's where it gets a little dicey. They have certification is a cybersecurity, IT security certification, and they have CISSP. Okay, so if you have a CISSP, now I don't know what they mean here. I don't know if they mean that they have a CISSP. If you have a CISSP right after your name, you'll put a comma and you put CISSP. Because this right here alone will get you tons and tons of people contacting you. So if that's what they mean here, because they have a C.I.S.S.P. So it seems like they're trying to game the system. No. And that's not what you want to do. Like if you don't have a CISSP, don't try to be cute and put that in there. Because somebody's going to call you out on it. Right? And that's not me trying to protect CISSPs or anything like that. I'm just telling you, if you get contacted by an employer and they're saying, "Hey, it looks like I see you have a certification CISSP in 2019. We have a job for you," and you're like, "Nah, I don't. That's not a ISC2 CISSP. What I meant was, it stands for cyber security, information technology, security profession. If it's a CISSP, put CISSP. If it's not, don't put that, because somebody's gonna mistake it and then they're gonna call you out. But if you have CISSP, put it right on top. All right, moving on to the next thing. So I don't think this is a real CISSP, so I'm just gonna delete that. Next one is experience, and it's Spectrum Charter Communications. All right, and they did community sales specialist. Okay, so this is not security related stuff here. So so the issue is going to be, it's going to be very frank here. I'm not seeing IT experience, and I don't know where you would draw it from if you've never done it before, right? This person. Okay, let me see. Let me look at all the jobs here. They have community sales specialist. They have small business sales representative. This person's a salesperson. Business development security solution intern. Yeah, so I would have to work with this person to see if they have any IT whatsoever, because I'm not seeing any kind of IT experience or any kind of IT roles. If this is you, if you're in this situation where you're trying to get into IT but you have no experience in it, and you have something that looks like this resume that has no IT experience at all, then you have to get the IT experience. Then there's no way around it. You can't I mean, what you could do is, if this is this, he says that right now they're currently working in this job. So what they could do is, while they're there, go contact the IT department and say, listen guys, I want IT experience. All right. Is there anything you can help? I want to get this experience on my resume. Whatever it takes, I want to get this IT experience. Try to get some hours in where you got paid time, where you are actually working with the IT guys. They're helping them set up routers, helping them set up access points, wireless, helping them update computers. That's the best case scenario, is to talk to the actual people at the organization and be like, listen, Spectrum, just give me some experience. I want to work on this. I'm really into IT. I really want to help you guys to get this. Is there any place that you guys can give me a little time on extra time here and there, on my time off or on the weekends? Is there anything I can do to help and start learning IT? Because what you want to do is be like a journeyman, where somebody sits you, an apprentice, where somebody sits you down and they walk in, explain to you, okay, here's how you load virus software. Here's what antivirus software does. Here's how you load the signatures. Here's how you upload patches. Here's what this is an operating system. This is Windows 10. This system's on Linux, Red Hat 7. And just walk you through all this stuff and teach you, and then you can start putting that stuff on your resume. And if they're like, nah, look, Kevin, we don't have a position for you. You could say, listen, I want this experience. I'll even put in free time. Just let me know when I can come in and start learning. And that free time that you put in is very valuable, because you're learning something that's can pay you in the future. That experience is invaluable, because then you'll be able to put on your resume, assisted Spectrum IT to upload patches on 500 systems across 2 states, or whatever you can put on your resume. All right, that's it for this one, guys.